Okay, so this is the first page of Google, and there's four main ways that a customer could find a local service-based business. The first is the ads, which are at the top and the bottom of the page. There's four at the top and three at the bottom. And they are paid. The next is the Find Results On section, and this is a list of directory sites which offer then a list of businesses that satisfy the search. Then you have the local pack, which is typically local businesses plotted on a map, and Google presents the top three. And then you get into the organic, which are non-paid as well. And this is Google offering sites that are the most relevant and best user experience, followed by the three ads there at the bottom. Now, if not all the ads are sold, they won't necessarily be 4 or 3. They could be none in some cases. But the ads are, or Google ads are typically what's called pay per click, which is PPC for short. And it's exactly that. You pay for every time somebody clicks on your ad and goes through to your website. And so you would tell Google, I want to be found for emergency plumber near Oxford. Then your ad would be served to somebody looking for an emergency plumber near Oxford, as that is what you offer. Then they click on your ad, go through to your website, and the idea is that you hope to convert that into contact, whether that be a phone call, a message, live chat, email, quote form, etc. And so these are very, very popular, a very popular way of getting onto the first page of Google quite quickly. Although there's no guarantee, you can build an effective campaign, which would then encourage your ad to be nearer the top. And Google looks at two different things when deciding where to put your ad and also what to charge. And so you would give an offer in terms of what you would be prepared to pay per bid, and then it would look at the quality, the overall quality of the experience. So that is search engine side, which is the ad. Does it capture the attention of people and encourage them to click through? So what's the expected click-through rate? It also looks at obviously the structure of the campaign, making sure all the keywords are correct in terms of how you match them to people's search. Then on the flip side, once they get through to your website, what happens next? Are they taking action? Are they coming back to Google to look for somebody else? When they land on your website, does it take too long to load? And the way they behave on your website can tell Google a lot about the experience. But also from your point of view, if you're going to spend lots of money on getting people to your website, you want to make sure it converts at the most you can get it. And so that's the ads. So the two things you want to concentrate on there is search engine side, so quality of the ad, quality of the campaign, a nice professionally built campaign, and then the website side. So a really nice website that loads fast, gives people an element of trust from sort of design, the feel. It matches the relevance of the ad, so keywords are very important. And then most importantly, it's high converting. And so what I mean is people land on your site and then are likely to take action. So that's the ads. Next up, we've got the Find Results On section. And Find Results On section is quite new to Google, and it's offering directories, popular directories, that give a list of businesses that satisfy the search query. So typically for small and local businesses mainly. However, we have seen it across different industries that the type of directories that are served up can differ. In typical small business terms, especially things like emergency plumber, typically Yell is the first one that's offered. And if we click onto that, it would give us the Yell.com listing for 24-hour plumbers in Oxford. And so you can see here, the thing that users love about a directory site is it's so convenient. It gives them a list of businesses that they can then decide which one to take action with and make contact. And so directories like this one here offer different ways of contacting a business. They offer snippets of information, and of course that important deciding factor, and that's reviews. And so you can scroll down and quite quickly decide which one that you would like to make contact with based on what you can see. And typically with directories as well, you can then click through and get more information. So you really do get an idea as to whether they're open, what they offer, a bit about the business. And so people do love using directories for this reason. So if we go back to Google, so that's the Find Results On section. It's unpaid section in terms of we don't have to pay to be in this section per se. These directories are in here naturally, organically, and then you can be on these directories for free. However, you can pay to go on to some of the directories to get a more prominent listing. So if you want to be near the top and guarantee that you're seen when people click through, then you can pay for more prominence. So really popular way and a quick way of getting onto the first page of Google. Then next up we have the local pack, and so the local pack is exactly that. It's offering a map with some local businesses relevant to the search, and again, very much like the directories, it offers a snippet of information that could help you decide whether or not you want to make contact. And so something important to call out here is some of the big factors that are looked at. So firstly, can we trust this information? Google very much wants to know that the information it presents to its users is trustworthy. And so it looks at the quality of the content, not only on the Google My Business, but across the internet, across all different directory sites. And it looks for consistency and volume of where those business details are listed to understand, can it trust those details? Things like opening hours and good quality content really do help when it comes to these types of listings, but name, address, and phone number absolutely needs to be consistent across the web. The next thing to look at is the reviews. If we look at this example here, we have 3 different businesses that have been presented. There are more. If we was to click through, it gives you then a list of businesses plotted locally on the map. And so some people will choose based on the 3 that they can see here. Some may click through, but what you've got to establish is who would choose your business based on your current listing. So we've got here 2 reviews at 5-star, 4.6 53 reviews, and then 4.1 over 69 reviews. And so this can help a user decide which business that they want to make contact with. If the decision is too difficult to decide, they may just skip it altogether. So you want to be a clear leader in this field, not just on Google, but on other directories as well. When you click onto somebody's listing, you can see here, it will bring up their listing and it's got some more information there. And in some cases, we haven't gone on this one, it will actually show you different reviews from around the web. So you may see that there are a couple of ads served up there as well. That's if you're using the location extension in your Google Ads, you can also get listed in the maps there, but it won't be on this bit here. This is the unpaid section, what they call organic. And then finally, we've got the organic results. Now, this is typically, the bread and butter of the search engines. This is the main show, as it were. And to get ranked into the organic listings high up on the first page is absolutely every business's desire, because this is where a lot of the action takes place. This is results that are the most relevant, offering the best user experience that Google believes. And so lots of people do come to the organic results thinking that that's exactly what they'll be, because in past experiences, they've been delivered relevance, they've been delivered user experience, and so past examples teach them that that's probably the case going forward. And that's why this is so popular. And so to get your website ranking in the organic results is absolutely the longer term plan of most businesses. And once you're onto the first page, according to Moz, 71% of clicks happen on this first page. And so it's really, really important that you are aiming for the right keywords to get your business there. Only 6% actually take place on the second page. So you can understand the difference it would make by getting onto that first page. And so these are ranked based on, again, user experience and relevance, which is a multitude of factors that help determine that through Google's algorithm. And so many that you could never list them all off. And in fact, lots of people don't know all of them, but they do know the guidelines and things that have made positive effects. But things like the quality of your content, the keywords you use, the user experience on the website, so speed of loading on mobile, but also on desktop, lots of different factors can make a huge difference. Are they choosing you over the competition can have an effect. The keywords that are on all the different pages and the titles can make a massive difference. And overall, are people going to your site and then bouncing back off can have an effect too. So you can see here, actually on this case, we've got Yale has come up in the find results on and the first result on Google, which is good. So if you are on that particular directory, you're going to double your chances of getting traffic. Then we've got a couple of independents here. We can see this is an independent by the looks of things. So we'll take a quick look. Yeah, so there we have it. And that's more of an independent business there. And so users now have obviously a multitude of options that they could choose, and that's quite a lot of results. So just to recap there, if you're looking to dominate the first page of Google, you need to be looking at getting into all 4 sections of that first page to increase your chances of being chosen. But not only that, the repetition of being seen on the first page by a user can increase the click-through rate, which means that you're more likely to get the click based on the fact that you cover more than one point, and it makes it look like you're more trustworthy based on being shown more than once. So idea would be you get an ad going over through to a nice website that converts that traffic really, really well. The find results on section, you could get your business listed on all the popular directory sites, maybe even look at a sponsored ad on one of them just to make sure that you're being seen if anyone clicks through to them. Doing the right things, getting your details consistent, having a review strategy, but also having the right keywords on your website, being found in this local pack, which happens over time of doing the right things. And then finally, getting yourself into the organics with your own website, which is a bit more of a longer term plan, but also if there are any directories that you can take advantage of, then get yourself in those too. So guys, that's the 4 ways of dominating the first page of Google. Hope that's given a good explanation of how you can get yourself out there. My advice would be that if you want to really dominate, the first things that you want to do is make sure that your website is able to convert well and it looks good and it's nice and modern and up to date before you start sending lots of traffic. This will indirectly give you the edge when it comes to the organic stuff because Google's going to start to look at your website in a different light. Getting onto these directories is probably the quickest way that you can start to get business from here. And then getting those listings sorted and review strategy is vital from the off. So good website, listings corrected, getting the review strategy in place, and then you can launch Google Ads, getting some more traffic, and over time work on your organic listing. Hope that's helped. Any advice you need, any questions, give me a shout on social media. I am always happy to help.